everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Soraya. So today's video is going to be a chaos pour, which I just recently found out that that's the term. I am a self-taught artist, and so I just went along and did my own thing and had no idea that these things had names. So along those lines, I'm also going to be talking to you about the one mistake, maybe two or three mistakes that artists, self-taught artists make. So keep watching. So in my opinion, the number one mistake that fluid artists often make is failing to really properly consider and control their paint consistency. In the world of acrylic pouring, maintaining that right viscosity of your paint mixture is absolutely crucial to achieving the desired results that you want. The term pouring consistency refers to the ideal state of the paint, and getting this wrong can lead to various issues that can detract from the quality of your artwork. When your paint is too thick or too thin, it can cause cracks or crazing to appear on the surface of your dried artwork. This not only affects the visual appeal of your piece, but it can also undermine its structural integrity. So keep that in mind. If you don't get the right consistency, sometimes there is a muddying of colors. So inappropriately mixed paints can result in colors blending together too much on the canvas and creating a muddy and really unattractive appearance. As a fluid artist, you also want to achieve really beautiful cell formations and lacing patterns. It is really sought after effect. It is quite beautiful. And incorrectly mixing your paint, having the paint consistency incorrect, can prevent the formation of those cells and cause them to deform or disappear altogether. Now, if the paint is not properly mixed or adjusted for thickness, it can lead to uneven coverage on the canvas, which can be distracting and unsightly. Inconsistent paint consistency often leads to artists wasting a significant amount of paint, as they might need to scrape off or discard pieces that didn't turn out as you had intended. To avoid these issues, abstract acrylic fluid artists should take care to experiment with their paint to medium ratios and to maintain a consistent approach to paint consistency across their works. This requires careful measurement and mixing of the components to achieve the right fluidity that suits the artist's intended style and desired effects. So when I first started out, I really started using paint and water. That's what I knew. And I found that I got a lot of the problems that I talked about, the cracking and crazing and uneven coverage. It just wasn't working out. Once I started purchasing Floetrol, everything changed. Everything became more consistent. My ratio is always about 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint. If you add more Floetrol, that's okay. You can add 9 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint and you get a ton of lacing and cells. It just depends what you like. Now, for all artists, the number one mistake self-artists often make is not seeking constructive feedback and critique from other artists or mentors. While being self-taught can be a fulfilling and independent way to learn art, it also means that you might miss out on valuable insights and guidance that formal art education or mentorship can provide. So what can you do? Number one is seek feedback. Share your work with fellow artists, either in person or online communities, and be open to constructive criticism and different perspectives. I know sometimes that's hard, but if you want your artwork to change and grow, you need to be able to hear and listen to what other people think about your artwork. Just getting rid of some of these dots by kind of pushing down and pulling, so they create kind of a long line and not just a dot. I like that. Anywhere that I see that I think it needs it. Some dots work and others don't. Okay, here it is. I'm up on a stool and wow. This is, I recently found out this is called a chaos pour, which I didn't know. I just kind of started on my own and learned along the way, and I don't know a lot of the terms, but look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And I like that that gold is kind of going through that middle to the right part. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna see if it needs any enhancing. I don't think it will, but you never know. So stick with me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is, my chaos pour, and it dried beautifully. It took a couple of days, but I think it dried beautifully. I love that gold running down the middle. It kind of reminds me of lava for some reason. You know, something kind of splashing down in the middle there. So I'm very happy. I'm not going to enhance it at all. I love the way it looks, just the way it is. So thanks for watching, and click on the link you see now to see more of my abstract artwork. And I've got up-close images coming up. So before you see the images, I just thought I'd pop in once again real quick to show you that this painting can be oriented in different ways. And this is another way, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. Let me know which one is your favorite, the first way I showed you or this way. One last thing, remember that seeking feedback and guidance doesn't mean compromising your artistic vision or creativity. It's just a way to improve your skills, broaden your artistic horizons, and potentially discover new paths for your creative journey.